Another Planet X discovered, ladies and gentlemen. This one has a very odd retrograde orbit, and it has a nickname of the Rebel. It's called Niku, and it's number 471325 2011 KT19. That's the model number of the latest planet that was discovered. It's like a vehicle or appliance or something. And let me just read a quick excerpt here. It's nicknamed Niku, trans-Neptunian object. It has an unusual 110-degree tilted solar orbital plane and retrograde orbit around the sun. What I find fascinating, it was discovered in 2010, and it wasn't even announced until 2016, August, 6 years later. Now, astronomers using the Pan-STARRS telescope linked with a supposed prograde Centaur it's notably a part of a group of objects which orbits the sun in a highly inclined orbit. The reason for this unusual orbit is unknown. Now let's take a look. Oh, look at that. There's another planet they call the Draconian. 2008 KV42. That's the model number. Well, they got 42 in there and Drac. Wow, 42, the sum of all things, and Drac for Draconian. Nanu. I think it's interesting how the Chinese discovered this, and they name it the Rebellious Planet because of its very odd orbit. Now I'm going to go to the actual white papers again. And if you want to go to arxiv.org, you can actually pull up this PDF. Now when we look at the graphs here, it will show you the very bizarre orbit in connection with these other trans-Neptunian planets. Look at the model numbers they got there. Why did they not tell us about this until 2016? And even then, it's like they whispered it to a couple of people. They certainly didn't make it well known. It's just marketing, I guess, just advertising. But let's take a look at this from skyandtelescope.com. It will show you some more data on this very bizarre orbit. Do you guys have any idea why it would have such a highly inclined retrograde orbit? I know there's people out there a lot smarter than myself that listen to this program, so it would be great to get some more data on this thing. Now, I did take a look at, let's go back over here to the perihelion at 23.78 AU. The orbital period is 212.45 years. And it's not very big. It just has a bizarre orbit. And I'm going to show you a couple other trans-Neptunian objects that have very bizarre orbits going vertical versus horizontal. And I wonder how long they've been doing that. So take a look again at this. You can see Mount Lemmon Catalina Sky Survey first spotted it in 2011. 2011 KT19. But in here it says it was discovered in 2010. So they can't even get their story straight. Interesting. Well, it's okay. People make mistakes. I do it all the time. This right here is also another planet that has been discovered. SY99. With another very bizarre orbit around the sun. You know, our solar system, if you take the traditional definition of a solar system, is a body of space that has a central star, and planets that orbit that star would be in the solar system. Our solar system's a lot bigger than we've been led to believe. And also, I'm going to get into the TRAPPIST-1 star system later today. I might do a live show and connect the dots with the Anunnaki, the 7 dots in many of these cuneiform tablets. Did they come from the TRAPPIST system? which is about 40 light years away. It has at least 3 planets that are in the Goldilocks zone. 7 planets, 7 dots, is Nibiru from that area. And also, Planet 9 is about the same size as Nibiru. And it's got an orbit, they say, of between 10 and 20,000 years. Well, if they're going to be off in 10,000 years, why couldn't it be 3,600 years? Or maybe Zacharias Sitchin was wrong on the orbits a little bit. I think it's fascinating. So I'll share that with you later. Leakproject.com. Also, youtube.com/clandestine Time Lord. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Take a look here again at some of the larger planets that have been discovered recently that orbit our sun. Sedna, 2012 VP113, the 2013 RF98 model. That is the latest and greatest planet discovery. It's high definition, full 4K, even picture-in-picture. Man, remember when picture-in-picture was considered cool? And then people are like, why would I watch picture-in-picture? It just gives me a headache. Anyway, I'm divagating. And later, I'm also going to share with you the list of trans-Neptunian objects, planets. Over 1,000 now. There's a bunch of them. Thank you for listening, folks. Question everything. Be the change you want to see. Leakproject.com.